Hi, boys and girls. It is time for reading, and today we're going to do a little bit different. We're going to start with reading our Sam book first. And in your packets that you're getting today, you are getting your own copy of Sam so that you can practice reading the stories and just read as much as you can because we'll be reading them together, and then you guys can read them on your own. So lots of good practice. So read in your Sam books. All right, today we are going to read Sam at the Pond.
All right.
So there's our title page and our table of contents. Sam and the Fish was our first story. And today we are going to read Fun at the Pond. Did I say Sam at the pond?
You did.
I did. Well, it's Fun at the Pond, but Sam is still going to the pond. And it is on page 10. So we'll read it together. And then later on you guys can read on your own and practice. And we have lots of our tricky words are in here, our sounds that we've been learning. So it might be challenging, but that's okay. Try and do your best. Practice, practice. Okay, Fun at the Pond. Sam is at the pond with his pals. 6 frogs rest in the wet mud. Sam runs at the frogs. The frogs all hop in the pond.
There's all 6 frogs. All right, here we go.
Crazy eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Sam's pal, Chad, digs up a crab. The crab gets mad at Chad. The crab snips at Chad's hands. Chad drops the crab. Because he snips at him. That means like he tries to pinch him with his claws. So that's why he dropped him. Jen lifts up a log and spots a bug. The bug is long with lots of legs. The bug runs and digs in the sand. The pond is lots of fun. All right, boys and girls, that is the end of our story. We're going to ask some questions. So are you ready? I hope you remember. So our stories are getting longer and longer.
They are, yes.
That means that you can read even more.
All right, Carter.
Okay, Carter. Who is at the pond with Sam? Go back to the beginning. Let's see so we can all remember. Sam is at the pond with, you were right, Carter, with his pals, with his friends.
Okay, here we go. Addison.
Okay, Addison. Why do you think the frogs hop in the pond when Sam runs at them? Why do you think they hop back in the pond? Look at their eyes. Do they look scared? You are right. He runs at them. He has a scary face, and they're scared, so they hop back in the pond to be safe. Good job, Evelyn.
AJ.
Okay, AJ. What does Chad dig up? So we're going to go to the next page and look for that answer. Sam's pal Chad, what does he do? He digs up a crab. So there he is. He dug up his crab. Good job, AJ.
Okay. Brianna.
Okay, Brianna. How do you think the crab feels when Chad digs him up? It doesn't, it says the crab gets mad at Chad. So how does he feel? He's angry. He didn't want to be dug up. He was happy in the sand.
All right, Dennis.
Okay, Dennis. Who spots a bug? See, it's not on the next page. And Jen lifts up a log and spots a bug. So very good. I hope you said Jen, Dennis, because she spots a bug.
And Bella.
Bella, can you describe the bug that Jen dug up? Let's see, what does it say? The bug it's long with lots of legs. Ooh, a bug that's long and has lots of legs. Sounds gross, huh?
Yeah.
Good job, Brianna.
Okay, Liam.
Okay, Liam. How are the frogs, crab, and bug alike? And how are they different? Ooh, who is answering for us?
Liam.
Liam. So Liam, how are they alike and how are they different? What do you think, Miss Barrett?
Well, I think they're all alike in the fact that they do not want to be found, or they don't want to be messed with.
Because they run away.
They're trying to get away from them.
And they snip at them. Yes.
Yep. And how are they alike? I think that they are alike by they all live at the pond.
Oh, yep. So see, there's things that are the same, and that are, yep, and they all live at the pond. And then they're different, because they're all different kinds of
All different kinds of creatures, yeah.
Yep. All right. And our last question.
Okay. Eileen,
our last question is, can you explain why the frogs, crab, and bug ran away? Like we just said, they didn't want to be found. So they were scared, they ran away. So I hope that you thought something like that. Anyway, good job, boys and girls, answering your questions. And you can go back and read your SAM books. And now we're going to get on to our worksheets. Thank you. Okay, so everybody should have a worksheet that looks like this. And we are going to write on it together. And you see that we have 4 spaces. And we are going to be writing the 4 tricky words that we learned on Thursday and Friday. Okay, so our number 1 tricky word, I'm going to get the cap off my marker. The number 1 tricky word is, I'm going to say it and you write it. Don't worry about this line right now. We're just going to write on the line that's closest to the numbers, okay? Here we go. Our first word that we're going to write is the. Write the word the for me next to number 1. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and write it. T-H-E. The. Good. Okay, our next word, number 2, is Good. Now I'm going to write it. It is the easiest word to write. We're just going to write the letter A. And number 3, let's write the word of. I'll give you a second to write. Okay, now I'm going to write of. O-F. Of. And our last word that we're going to write is, you were right, we're going to write all. That is our last tricky word. A-L-L. Very nice. And then when you are done, to practice your words, we're going to fold our paper in half, like this. And then you are going to try to write the words again without looking. Write the, of, and all. Write them again without looking, okay? We're practicing spelling these tricky words. Okay, our last paper, not our last paper, our next paper is this paper, and at the top it says snip. 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 And like we just read in the story, we read about the crab that was snipping at Chad's hand. So he picked up the crab, and crabs have pinchers, and he snipped at him like he wanted to pinch him. So you're going to write the word snip on the line, and then you're going to draw a picture of something, of a snip. It could be a crab that you're drawing, like the same picture from the book, a crab that snips. You can also snip things with scissors, like if you have a string on your sweater and you snip the string off, that's another way to use the word snip. So I would like to see a picture of the word snip. And our very last paper, this one you'll see it says take home on it. So this is a paper that you would take home to practice your words. What I would like you to do, you can cut your rectangles out of your words, kind of like little flashcards. But then I want you to arrange them so that you can make phrases on your own. So you can take our tricky words and you could put them in order that makes a phrase. Like you could put cut them out and you could put them all together like a sentence. It'll be a phrase. It won't be a complete sentence. And you can practice making phrases. You could make one that say, ships fast in the wind. You could say mast on the ships. So there's lots of things that you could do, but please cut those out and practice reading your tricky words. Okay, boys and girls, have fun with Sam and your tricky words.